Yesterday, Oda finally pulled away the dangling carrot he'd been teasing us for the past month and a half. And I know he did it with a big, cheeky grin on his face while he was drawing it. And to put it lightly, some fans are mad, very mad. They thought it was their time to shine and the biggest news in One Piece was going to drop right in their lap right after they caught up to One Piece. But many of us have been waiting a long time. We always get a nice, juicy piece of pie, but One Piece always tells us that there's an even yummier, more delicious piece of pie out there that's going to come around anytime as long as you stick around. And we're used to that. One Piece fans that have been around a while didn't even blink. The big reveal was cut off, leaving them standing there rock hard. If you need to work on your ability to be patient, I highly recommend catching up to One Piece and reading it week to week because it's a test of patience. And if you're a Gooner and you love gooning, then One Piece is definitely the best manga that you could catch up to. If you're a Gooner and you love gooning, then I highly recommend catching up. When you're catching up to One Piece, in the worst case scenarios where you're left blue-balled, you can just read a couple more chapters, watch a couple more episodes. There's always more to chip away at. On the other hand, if you're one of the poor bastards that's caught up to One Piece and is now going week to week, then you need a lot of resolve to make it through a week because a weak psyche won't make it. But for people like me, for us donkeys, we've belonged to Oda long enough that we proudly wear a big stupid smile on our face while he gives us one of our 3 bags of feed over our mouths that we happily slurp up, 3 times a month. And if you don't happily accept your bags of feed, then you run the risk of turning into a Redditor or even worse, a Twitter poster. They must have speed read One Piece or something because if you happily take your yummies one episode after another in order, not rushing, then you should be ready for the week-to-week experience. A healthy One Piece fan should be able to do some One Piece gooning for up to 3 weeks. That's how long some of the breaks are. 3 weeks. So Oda's typical teasing dealt deadly amounts of mental damage to some of his crankiest fans. Please let me read you some of these funny-ass comments. Oda is so bad at pacing. For a second there, he learned his lesson. The first half of Egghead was flying, but ever since the York defeat time skip, back to his same old bullshit. Oh, I love this one, another Redditor. Oda should take a break for 1 or 2 years before continuing the story and finishing it. It's ridiculous how bad this story is progressing since a very long time. Oda is clearly losing his motivation. He should get some rest and continue when he is 100% ready again. I'm a huge One Piece fan since a very long time and I never felt so bored with the story like now. Frankly insane take. And another Redditor, I have been talking for months about how the pace of this arc is garbage. I've been spamming for 3 weeks that just the Vegapunk message is 6 chapters, while Sabaody arc was 25 chapters in its entirety. Finally, the rest of the sub caught on and you guys can't keep just saying, let Oda cook. And I've held this inside me like a chestburster from Alien. I'm ready to let it out. These Redditors who were so upset that they were posting their grievances on Reddit before it even came out. The chapter wasn't even out. These are spoilers. All of these examples are from even before the chapter was available through fan translations. They were just reading a summary from somebody else who briefly read the chapter in a different language and were working on translating it over to English. I don't know what they need to do to fix that part of their brains that makes them like this, but I don't think this is very healthy. And honestly, while I gave Twitter posters a hard time a moment ago, when I looked on Twitter for examples of people complaining about this chapter, I mainly saw people posting about wanting Vice Admiral Dahl to step on them and spank them and stuff, which valid. Power scaling fans were just talking about Zoro's hockey. Some memed about Dragon continuing to not do or say anything. And at worst, I saw people just wagging their fingers back and forth, being like, Oda, you little rascal. You little scamp, you. Mwah, I love you, Oda. I love you, man. Mwah. So, yeah, I'm kind of confused, honestly, about how chill Twitter was, but all right, remember to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.